Hello, readers of Every Word, and welcome to Every Word 365. I'm your host, Christina Munoz-Madsen, and today we're reading Proverbs 25 through 29. Welcome back to your daily readings. I love the suggestion in yesterday's reflection and worship page to read one Proverbs chapter a day for an entire month, and maybe for every month. I also love this thought about wisdom. It has nothing to do with IQ and everything to do with obedience. A good reminder to separate knowledge from wisdom. Lots of us probably have knowledge from school and teachers, and that knowledge is great, but true wisdom is from God. In fact, it can be defined by dictionary.com as a certain kind of knowledge. Wisdom is knowledge of what is true or right, coupled with just judgment as to action. As Christians, how do we determine what is right? The Bible. And how do we know what the Bible says if we're not reading it? We don't. So allow me to commend you all for reading through the Bible. And I pray we all benefit from its wisdom. And I'm including a link from Got Questions about godly wisdom. On that note, I feel compelled to share an article that was shared with me a couple of years ago. Its main focus is on the benefits of small groups, but I find the information about biblical literacy or illiteracy very interesting. And once again, way to go to all of you for making this commitment to read every word of the Word. Meantime, thanks to all of you who have been sharing your favorite Proverbs. Only one more day of this book. I don't know about you, but I'm going to miss it. I love the daily wisdom. Here are my nuggets for today. It is God's privilege to conceal things and the king's privilege to discover them. Proverbs 25:2. Telling lies about others is as harmful as hitting them with an axe, wounding them with a sword, or shooting them with a sharp arrow. Proverbs 25:18. Wow, that is pretty clear about how painful lies are. It's better to live alone in the corner of an attic than with a quarrelsome wife in a lovely home. Proverbs 25:24. Wait, haven't we heard that one before? Yes, we have. And remember, when something's repeated in the Bible, it's probably very important. Just as damaging as a madman shooting a deadly weapon is someone who lies to a friend and then says, "I was only joking." Proverbs 26:18 through 19. Wow. My kids always need to hear that one because I always tell them it's not okay to say I was only joking after they realize they were called out on something they shouldn't have said. Anger is cruel and wrath is like a flood, but jealousy is even more dangerous. Proverbs 27:4. A quarrelsome wife is as annoying as constant dripping on a rainy day. Proverbs 27:15. Once again, repetition. I think we better take the hint, wives. Young people who obey the law are wise. Those with wild friends bring shame to their parents. Proverbs 28:7. God detests the prayers of a person who ignores the law. Proverbs 28:9. And remember, Jesus did not come to abolish the old law. He came to fulfill it. So yes, there are still so-called laws under the new covenant that we are to obey. Not for salvation, but because we love God and have the freedom to obey. Clear as mud, right? I know it's confusing, but that's why we're reading the Bible, to learn more about it and how everything works and what we should be doing in order to obey. Discipline your children and they will give you peace of mind and will make your heart glad. Proverbs 29:17. If only it were that easy, right? But a great reminder about the importance of discipline. It's in there quite a bit. Keep sharing your wisdom nuggets. Tomorrow is the last 2 chapters of Proverbs, including Proverbs 31, How to Be a Virtuous Woman. Happy reading! This episode is made possible in part by Arkansas Filter. Arkansas Filter has been serving the state of Arkansas for over 40 years. They sell and service a full suite of commercial, industrial, and residential filters. They are also one of the largest suppliers of UV lights, gates belts, and HVAC chemicals and cleaners. They partner with HVAC and engineering firms to provide a variety of services and pride themselves on customer service both during and after the sale. Go to arkansasfilter.net for more, and we've included a link in the podcast description.